Good morning, welcome to Planet Mojo. This morning I'm going to wrap up the gardens for the year. Well, I may not get done today, it all depends, but I have the last of the plants for the veggie garden, just 3 peppers. I have some of these petunias for the hanging baskets that go right here. Got some mulch, maybe not enough. And we have, I believe they're called gerberia, but my wife just calls them Gerber daisies, like that one right there. And this last one's going to go in that little opening right there. And I have to go through the entire ditch garden and do some touch-up weeding. And what I'm doing is mulching around all of the plants that I grew this year. I wanted to avoid doing that because the ditch is going to get burned next year, but I don't actually have to burn it, and I don't know, it might not cause any problems. But it's going to get hot real soon, and these prairie drop seed really don't like the heat. So I'm going to try to keep them cool and watered so that most of them make it. So the plan is to get it all done today, and it's possible. Oh, and then in the open areas, I have 2 quarter-pound bags of seeds. One is zinnia, that's this one, and this one is annual wildflower mix. So the zinnias are going to go in this open spot right here. Oh, probably half of that bag is going to go in this open spot right behind the propane tank. And then the other half of the bag of zinnias is going to get mixed in with the annual wildflowers, and that is going to go in the open spots in the front ditch. Usually these would have been planted, 3 weeks ago, maybe even a month ago, but these seeds come from Vermont, and I think they were closed down longer than most people. And then we have the perennial rye, which some of it's going back where Natalie and I cleared back there, around the septic tank, and just here and there, and along the road back there. So I don't know if I can get all this done, but I very well might. So I started doing the mulching right here, and Natalie has one of her friends over there riding in the round pen down there. So I'm not real sure how much I'm going to film, but I will keep you updated throughout the day. All right. Got one of the baskets up. These little 4-packs of petunias, each one of them only had 3 in it. Had 1 dead one. We really need to look closer when we buy stuff. But these, they're kind of wedge shaped. So I just stick, 2 fingers in and go near the bottom. And then you're not supposed to do this, but I only have 1 hand. You loosen up the roots a little bit and push the plug in there nice and tight, and it should have a good connection with the soil all the way around, all the way down to the bottom. These are the poinsettia peppers, poinsettia I believe, and they just didn't really do good, as you can see. There's 3 of them in that one. I'm going to watch them for a little while and probably thin it out to 1, and maybe we'll have something for the fall. So there's 2 more of these in here. Hang it up and water this area, and then I'm going to start mulching these new prairie grasses. I got that front part done. I still got a weed right along there. Now I'm in the ditch garden. Some of these prairie drop seed are looking pretty good, like that one there. Yeah, this one as well. So now with the mulch around it, that'll keep the weeds away from the perimeter of it, keep it a little moist so it doesn't dry out. This place kind of bakes in the summer, and it'll allow me to spray glyphosate for a little while. At some point I stopped doing that as well. In future, I won't have to spray glyphosate at all once I have this dense enough. For those of you who are new to the channel, what I'm going to do is get all perennial grasses and the perennial wildflowers growing in here. And then early in spring, these are all warm season grasses. Like this is prairie dropseed, that's little blue stem. I thought that was little blue stem, but that looks like purple lovegrass. It's probably little blue stem. So in the spring, all of this stuff's dormant, and it has all of the growth from the last year. So I would burn that, and then as the weeds start coming up, just spray the weeds with glyphosate, which is what I did this year, and it worked pretty good. But at some point, these plants will take over. Like right now, not much is growing in between these plants, and that's the way it's going to be in the entire garden. But while they're still small, like, well, those aren't really small anymore. That's an entire garden of little blue stem. While all the perennials are smaller, earlier in the spring, I'll go through in the open areas and rake in annual wildflowers. And then sooner or later, those will come back every year as well. They'll go to seed and come back every year. So at some point, this will be relatively weed-free. I would have to just go in and thin out some of this stuff because it reproduces like crazy. And the grasses do not. But I don't think that these are going to kill out the grasses because these have like 10-foot deep roots. They're pretty tough once they're established. So let me get these mulched and move down the line. All right, I better do some filming before it's too late. The sun will be down. Oh, I probably have 3 more hours of light though. I got, right about near where that bucket is there, and I ran out of mulch. So I ran to the nearest town, and they were out of mulch. So I had to run to the next town, which is way up that way, to get 12 bags of mulch. And I've already gone through 4.5. But I'm nearly done. That's the end of it right there, just across the bridge. And this stuff here. So I got probably a good 2 hours left to work. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 just in this little area. So it doesn't look like a lot of work, but it takes quite a while. So I'm going to get back at it, and I'll check in with you in a little bit. right, I am down to the last little bit down here. This stuff out by the road is purple love grass, the stuff with the tag on it. That doesn't need any mulch. This prairie drop seed just really needs to be babied when it's little. I'm guessing it needs cool, damp feet like clematis does in order to thrive. All right, now for this side. There's 15 of them here. It should go fairly quick, but this side has a lot of stuff around each one, so I got to do a little bit more weeding on this side, and then I'll probably have to come in here. I did spray this stuff with glyphosate, so it should be good. So I'll just hand pull the stuff right around each tag, get the mulch on, and then I'll water everything, and then I'll go around with the watering can and get each one of them fertilized. It'll probably take me until dark, but I got to get this done. Then tomorrow I can get the annual wildflower seed in the ground, and because that came so late, I'll have to water for probably 2-3 weeks. You need to water until they get about 8 inches tall, and then they'll start shading the ground themselves, and it won't get so dry here, but it's a lot of work. Okay, let's grab some mulch. Okay, that'll do it. I'm not sure how many there are, but there's quite a bit. I'm thinking that this mulch will help both keep the ground cool and damp until this prairie drop seed can take off. I put it around some of the little blue stem as well, but none of the purple love grass. That stuff's doing just fine. The stuff that did die of the purple love grass died right away, and everything else is doing just great. So, looks like I'm ready for tomorrow. I already sprayed most of this a couple days ago. It's just taken a while to die back. So I think I'll get my garden weasel out early in the morning, and like I'll do this spot right in here, a little bit over there, but mostly it'll be the outside banks, that one and that one, closer to the house. And then I think I have a few little spots that go up towards the lawn there, but not many. I think I got it pretty well packed in on the back side there. Oh yeah, there's a few spots in between these. It's gonna look super nice in about a month, but these coneflowers and other stuff are going to start blooming pretty soon, and the grass is going to go to seed, so it's going to look nice pretty soon as well. So if you want to see all that stuff, make sure you subscribe and click on the update icon. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you put them in the comment section below. And if you give the video a like and or share it, it helps the channel out greatly. Thanks for watching and have a great day.